The big idea that changed the world. A long time ago, when the world was in a lot of trouble and a big war was happening. Yes, the kind with tanks and planes, there lived a kind young couple named Ken and Bessie. They loved Jesus very, very much. Every day they prayed, Lord, how can we help people know you better? Ken and Bessie didn't wait for a loud voice from the sky. They got up, packed their little bags with Bibles and booklets, and started visiting people's homes across England. They smiled at strangers, prayed with families, and shared God's word with anyone who would listen. But one day, after a long walk and many door knocks, Ken frowned. He looked down at the leaflets someone else had left behind at a house. These aren't God's truth, he said with a deep sigh. I can't just do nothing. People need to know the real story about Jesus. From that day on, Ken and Bessie became literature missionaries. That's a fancy way of saying they used books to tell people about Jesus. They didn't have a big office or lots of money, just courage, faith, and a dream. So Ken rented a few small rooms above a shop in a town called Colchester. He gave their new work a name, the Evangelical Publishing House. Now this was a bold move, like setting up a lemonade stand during a snowstorm. You see, it was wartime, and the government didn't want people starting new businesses. But Ken and Bessie believed, if God asks us to feed his sheep, he will make a way. Then came a surprising twist. They joined hands with another group of Christians who loved missions. Their leader, Mr. Norman, got so excited when he heard about Ken's plan. Oh, imagine this, he said, his eyes twinkling. Bookshops everywhere, like little spiritual Woolworths, full of life and light and Jesus. And guess what? It happened. Doors opened. People donated money. Towns asked for Christian bookshops. And on November 1st, 1941, their ministry was officially born. They gave it a new name, CLC, which means Christian Literature Crusade. Ken always reminded everyone, this is not just about selling books. This is about helping people meet Jesus. Every shop should feel like a place full of God's love and power. And that's how two ordinary people with big faith and bigger hearts helped build something extraordinary. A ministry that shares God's truth all around the world, one book at a time.